After coming so close to England on match day 1, France were looking to get back to winning ways in Paris against a Scotland team seeking a first victory at Stade de France since 1999. The Scots started their campaign with a great win at home to Ireland. Success in Paris would mark them as serious title contenders. After a helter-skelter opening few minutes, it was the home side who went in front. Referee Jaco Piper penalised the Scots for hands in the ruck, and Camille Lopez stroked the resultant penalty between the posts for a 3-0 lead. This Scotland team under Vern Cotter have shown that they're not short of character, and they responded well. 17 minutes in, they went in front. Stuart Hogg was making his 50th appearance for Scotland, becoming the youngest player to reach that mark, and he celebrated that milestone with a try. His third in just 2 matches in this year's championship. Hugh Jones drew the defender before passing to Hogg, and the Glasgow fullback was over. It was a deserved score for the Scots, who'd been pressuring the French line. Unfortunately for them, Greg Laidlaw's conversion hit the crossbar, but the lead was 5 points to 3. Shortly after that, France hit back. Another Lopez penalty just inside the upright inched Les Bleus 6 points to 5 ahead. France were in full flow going through the phases. Vakatawa made a charge for the line, but his progress was halted. Next it was the turn of Lopez, but the Scots managed to hold him up. But when the ball was fed by Spedding out to Gaël Fickou, he dived over from close range. A combination of Dunbar and Hogg unable to stop the Toulouse centre. At just 22 years of age, Fickou, one of the emerging stars of French rugby, and this was his 5th international try. The angle for the conversion wasn't easy, but left-footed Lopez struck it well, and the lead was out to 13 points to 5. With Laidlaw off injured, Finn Russell took over kicking duty for the Scots. 4 minutes before the break, he cut the deficit to 5 points, 13-8.
You want number 6.
Then just before half-time, the Glasgow Warriors out-half had another chance with the boot, and with unerring accuracy landed it over the bar and right into the lens of the camera. That left it 13-11. That's how it stayed till half-time. In 8 of 11 matches under Guy Nobès, France have failed to outscore their opponents in the second half, and it was the Scots who started the second period brightly. Substitute John Hardy was replaced by Tim Swinson after suffering a knock to the head, and the big Glasgow second row scored with his first touch. Finn Russell offloaded beautifully to Tommy Seymour, and when the ball was kicked ahead, it bounced awkwardly for Scott Spedding and fell nicely for Seymour, who fed the onrushing Swinson. He ran over for his first international try. Seymour was perhaps a bit fortunate the way the ball bounced for him, but he took full advantage, as did Swinson. The same could not be said for Russell, who rushed the conversion, having been told to kick it by the referee, and quite unbelievably, the simplest of kicks was missed. Potentially very costly mistake. Scotland with a 16-13 lead, but it should have been 2 points more. The Scots were looking for their first back-to-back wins over France since 63-64. However, within a few minutes, France were back level when Lopez was on target with another penalty. Then, following a scrappy spell in the match, France came agonisingly close to a try. After a sustained period of pressure, Rémi Lamerat split the defence and got over for what he thought was a crucial try. The referee asked the TMO Peter Fitzgibbon to assess whether the Frenchman was in control of the ball when it was touched down. The decision was no try, much to the disgust of the home supporters and the relief of the Scots.
Okay. Lost forward. Done.
Inside the last 10 minutes, France did edge in front, having earlier turned down opportunities to kick at the posts. Lopez took his chance when Scotland were penalised for holding on at the breakdown. And despite huge pressure, The French number 10's kick was perfect. A 19-16 lead for the home side, who seemed to have the momentum going into the closing stages. With less than 4 minutes remaining, the lead was extended to 6 points with another Lopez penalty. This made it 22 points to 16. Scotland needed a try and nothing less to have a chance of nicking a win, and there was a flicker of hope when Hogg collected a kick ahead from Nakaitaci. The fullback's jinking run was exciting, but when he was dispossessed, the game was up for the Scots. France kept possession until the clock moved into the red, and it was victory for Guillem's men. Scotland having to settle for a losing bonus at the end of an attritional 80 minutes. France will travel to Dublin to face Ireland on a high, while the Scots host Wales in Edinburgh next time out. Final score after a bruising encounter in Paris: France 22, Scotland 16.